Well, hello, and we have a new car in the shop today. Saab is outside and working just great, so we're gonna do some winter jobs on this car in the nice, warm, bright garage. So overall, the car was excellent last year. Had lots of fun with it, and I just have some stuff on my winter sort of maintenance, not necessarily maintenance, but there's a few things I wanted to tinker with, I guess you'd say, over the winter. So we'll go over to the parts hall here. We have a pile of things that need to get looked at this winter. So let's have a look at some of this stuff. We have this part from Centerline Alpha. I think I showed it in a previous video back in the summer, but it basically replaces, actually I happen to have the hose off the car right now. So this will be the lower hose. And you can see the rusty, gross connection from the lower hose to the heater hose. So this guy, $20 solution to that problem. It's a nice new piece, so that's going to give the hose a nice spot to grab onto, and so I don't have to clamp the absolute snot out of it to make it not leak. So that'll look a lot better under the hood, and it'll be a better and more reliable connection for that. So yeah, we got that. What else we got here? Oh yes, this is the boot for the clutch master cylinder. The one on the car is fairly old, and it was fairly cheap, so I threw it into the shopping cart, and not too much of a pain to replace, but likely I'll get brake fluid all over myself, so we'll leave that to the last because that's gonna suck. And radiator expansion tank trial number 2. Actually, the old one that I showed in a previous video just happens to be inside the garage. And last summer I made a video about this brand new tank. Basically, it failed immediately after I bought it. And it was leaking from this center joint in here where the tank halves are put together. It also gets glued in there. So I did attempt to fix it. I put some structural epoxy in there, some nice Loctite structural epoxy. Thought I had it working good. I used the bicycle pump and I pumped it up to I don't even think I got to 10 PSI, but I got to let's say 8 or 9 PSI, and the thing it went pop and all the air went out of it. And so yeah, that's it. So that thing's done. So at 8 PSI, it ain't worth shit on my car. It's got to at least be able to handle 15 PSI of pressure in the radiator system before exploding. So that goes straight into the garbage. No redeeming qualities in that piece of crap at all. So we have this tank, which I bought out of Europe, and it's the top premium. So we'll have a quick peek of this. I actually already had a quick peek at it. So anyway, you can see, for all intents and purposes, identical. They probably use the same mold and everything. Build quality though, worlds better. Not even the same ballpark as that piece of crap. All the edges are nice. The halves are joined together really nicely. The casting of the plastic or the mold of the plastic is really, really nice. And the best part is, this part shipped from Europe was less than 1/3 of the cost of that from the USA. Should have just done this in the first place. So anyway, I don't know exactly where these guys make these. It might say on the box. Oh, me. No indication of where it might be made. But I've got a couple of these products on my Audi, and I've heard of them over the years, and they seem to be pretty decent. So I have far better hopes for that one to actually survive. So as you can see, there's a cooling system theme going on here for the winter projects. We have Rock Auto. We got some drive belts. The Milano is really hard on drive belts because it's got a 90 amp alternator. So I got the Gates XL. It's supposed to be really tough. So I got some drive belts. The rest of this is actually just Saab stuff except for this. This is a thermostat for the Milano, and does not look like an original Milano thermostat, so there'll be some videos to come about me modifying the Milano's cooling system to take a standard thermostat. So we'll do some videos on that and the process that it requires in order to get that to work. So yeah, it's and these thermostats, these Calorostats by Vernet, French make, super good quality. I would use this or Waller. Both of them, in my opinion, are pretty much the best thermostats on the market that you can buy today. And again, the rest of them, that's just saw parts. Some gasket material. More to come on that later. And the big box. We got a radiator for the Milano, which is sweet. It is a Nissan's. And we will give you the part number. So that's the part number, Nissan 60051, suitable for Alfa Romeo 164, 75, and the 90. So we happen to have the original Milano radiator, which weighs like 25 pounds, full of calcium. And we have this guy, brand new. I've already unwrapped all this stuff, so not a total unboxing, but so there it is. And as you can see, it's pretty much a splitting image of the radiator from the Milano. So this is a little bit of a different design than a lot of other aluminum radiators I've seen. It looks like it's just tube fin instead of like the brazed aluminum radiators. So, but it's got the plastic end tanks. I'm not really against plastic end tanks. Everybody uses them, and not many people have too many issues with them. So I'm not really against this. But anyway, yeah, this all came from, of course, it looks like a lot of this, not that, but the majority of this stuff all came from Rock Auto. And I can say that the guys are really good. They actually got this in stock for me. So it looks like they're stocking this radiator for Alfa Romeo Milano application. So if you're in the States and your Milano needs a new radiator, hit up Rock Auto. They got them, and they aren't expensive at all. And on a preliminary sort of just throwing it in the car, if you have a standard unmodified 2.5 or 3 liter Milano, it fits perfect. No issues at all. So I would not hesitate in spending the $100 on that radiator. So yeah, again, we'll have some more videos to come up to sort of update the process of getting all this stuff thrown in. But for now, I have some planning to do and some modifications to make. Anyway, bye for now.